Hey YouTube, good morning. So I'm just going to do a quick video here on something that I think is very important for all phases of beekeeping, and that's record keeping. There's a lot of different ways of keeping records. There's electronic ways, which I love to use, but I'm not as consistent on. There's writing on top of the hive with a marker of some sort, and I have an array of markers. That's my marking pen, but a dry erase marker. When it's wet, sometimes you need a grease pencil, an old-fashioned grease pencil. But what I wanted to show you is another method I've used, and I'm getting ready to use it here in a second. I've printed up these little forms using a Google Sheet, and I laminated them. I've just got a date column, whether I saw the queen, a notes column, but this is the important part I want to talk right here. I've got a queen math section right here. Queen, I got a graft day, a cap day, a nuke day, a hatch day, a mating day, and a laying day, and then the expected date, and sometimes I put an observed date there too. While this is what you might think you want only for queen mating nukes, I'm going to tell you why it's important on other hives too. So this is last year's notes, if you see here, and I use a magic eraser. And believe it or not, a magic eraser, which you can buy generic on Amazon, you don't have to buy the full branded ones, are really amazing at cleaning these things. And these guys are about ready to be replaced. But what I wanted to show you is just a magic eraser in your bee jacket is all you need. These are splits I took off of a hive that was starting to create supersedure cells. I split them up. There were capped queen cells in here. And the thing is I don't know when they were capped. So what I can do, and the way I do it, is I write a little less than sign, which means before. And then I did these on Thursday. So that would be 25, before the 23rd is when they were capped. So my next question is when they hatch. I need to kind of come in here. First of all, I can leave these alone for 3 weeks and not deal with them, right? You know, that's fine. But if I want to know where they are, I need kind of a hatch date so then I could time the mating, the laying, and the progress of this split. It's just the way I do it. There's a lot of different ways to do it. So while I'm out here, I just kind of want to take a peek at these splits with you. I have not peeked in here yet, so if it's a disaster in here, we're going to see it together. But you see, it's a pretty healthy split. There were a lot of bees in there, and obviously when you split a hive that's trying to do something, you got a lot of benefit of capped brood. But let's see what we got here. There's my reusable beetle trap. I probably put the queen cells in here in the middle, so make a little room on the edge first. I'm going to try not to stand in front of the camera. I'm right-handed, but the sun is over there. Food frame, beautiful food frame, combination of capped and nectar. And I'm just going to try to slide over to see if we're still in a capped or possibly a hatch state. I see a couple of starters here, and actually, believe it or not, if you see, here's one they've started. There's a larva in there. I'm going to leave that alone because I don't know the status of this, and they may need that cell. I don't see, I guess the cell was on the other frame. When they are queenless like this, they can be a little angry. So make your decisions wisely. Okay, so there's one of my cells there on the bottom, and it is still capped. So I can now move my capped date, and there's another capped one here on the bottom, and a third capped one here. So I have 3 capped cells in here that are from this split. So now I can close this back up. I don't really have all of my math configured yet, but I do know that they are still capped as of the 26th. Which is what today's date is, which helps kind of close it in a little bit. Actually, I'm sorry, I guess I should restate that. I know they were capped before the 23rd, but they have not hatched as of the 26th. So I can kind of put on here 26, and we're still kind of waiting on the hatch date there. So that means, let's just say they were capped the day I found them on the 23rd. I've got a +5 on here. That means they will be hatching on the 28th. So I know that they're gonna hatch either today, tomorrow, or the 28th, because when I found them, they were capped. Now, if they were capped 2 days prior to that, that would mean they were capped on the 21st. That means they're gonna hatch, you know, here in a couple of days. So, I'm not trying to do math in public there, but my point is keep records, you know where your bees are, and we'll do this over here on the second one. Quite a lot less bees in this one. Obviously, it looks like maybe the bees all maybe migrated or went over to a different hive. Yeah, but they're fine. They're just not on the top bars. Still capped. All right. Now, when one of these cells, if it's got multiple cells, hatches, 2 more capped. Nice looking cells. See how they're in the middle of the frame? That's an indication of supersedure, not swarming. So these bees were not happy with their queen. They were trying to get rid of her. Maybe she lost her pheromones. Maybe she wasn't laying. The number of reasons for supersedure this time of year, and another one. So I've got plenty of capped cells in here, and they are all capped. So I'm gonna put them back in. And honestly, these came from the same hive, so I didn't expect them to have hatched either, but the actual age of the larva could differ by a few hours, so sometimes you'll get one. So that is what I wanted to show you guys today, and I'm just gonna put another 26 on here, so I know I kind of poked in there on the 26 and didn't see anything. Record keeping, that's what today's about. Hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think. I'm enjoying the comments you guys are leaving on the other videos, and we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.